The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first,
I'm Ace, and you can be too.
You know, I've been doing this a long time, and in all my years as a wrestling commentator, I don't know if I have ever come across anyone quite as deluded as Ace Matthews.
coming to the ring at this time, a man who says he would like or prefer to announce himself the self-proclaimed NGW champion, Matthews.
He likes to say that he's Ace and you can be too, and I don't know exactly what that means, but if being anything like Ace Matthews means being Ace, I think I'm quite all right.
So just in case it needed mentioning, by the way, he's not the NGW champion. He's found one of our old Proving Ground championships, and he's done a redesign, a fairly cheap redesign.
I was going to say, he's clearly spared no expense in decking out this title.
And now, introducing his opponent.
Tell you what, he's bitten off more than he can chew here.
Representing the Team Wrestling Hall of Fame, class of 2021, and known all over the world. He is the War Machine, Rhyno.
The War Machine, the man beast. Call him what you will. He has been a global star for a quarter of a century. Rhyno is here in NGW.
Now, I have no idea what Ace Matthews hopes to do here, because there are very few people on this planet that can survive getting run through by the man-beast Rhyno.
What was Matthews thinking? Challenging Rhyno to a match here. Matthews has spent a lot of 2024 antagonizing Rampage Brown. Well, he's spent a lot of 2023 antagonizing Rampage Brown as well. Hang on. Matthews gonna maybe plead for mercy here.
Might be too late for it. We'll see. Can't exactly blame him for reconsidering his position at this stance.
I don't know if Rhyno's in the mood to negotiate.
Now, all City Hall, I know that you've all turned up today. I know you turned up to see Ace Matthews defeat Rhyno. But Rhyno, I know I said that I'd be the man to bring your downfall, but I'm afraid I won't be wrestling you tonight.
What's he talking about?
You might be a man beast, but I've got a beast of a man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kemper.
Who? Well, Matthews is, apparently he's brought in a ringer. Oh my God, look at the size of that guy.
Ace Matthews is the one that asked for this. He set this match up. And now here he is backing out of a confrontation with Rhyno, introducing this very large man carrying chains to the ring.
We call him Kemper, I think his name is.
Rhyno, I tell you what. If somehow you can defeat the 7-foot-tall, 250-pound man-beast of Kemper, then you can face Ace Matthews.
Well, it is an incentive. If you're Rhyno, you'd quite like to get your hands on Ace Matthews, I think. Wait, hold on. Look who's back, the executive producer.
Not so fast, my short friend. You don't make the rules, you don't make the matches. Tonight I do. And I've taken soundings and an awful lot of people here would like to see you gored. So I'm making the match. Ace Matthews and Kemper versus Rhyno, and in a tag match, I'm giving you a TV star. Rhyno, you're going to be paired with the second most handsome man on TV.
Uh-oh! Ace Matthews' plan is falling apart!
Now, not only will he have to go face to face with the man beast Rhyno, but he's going to be going face to face with Adam Maxted as well.
Mark Labbett is on a roll here. Labbett earlier making that first ever Gen X Tornado tag match, and now completely unraveling the plans of Ace Matthews, who was trying to pull a bait and switch here on Rhyno. Now he's found himself having not just to face Rhyno, but he's got to face Maxted as well.
I got to give a big round of applause for our executive producer. He has had his work cut out for him today, but taking the power back and giving these fans exactly what they came to see.
That being said, Matthews doesn't have to face Maxted and Rhyno on his own. This debuting 7-foot giant Kemper. God knows where Matthews found him. It looks like a real threat here. We'll see exactly what he's capable of, I'm sure. I have a feeling that it's going to be Kemper who starts the match, not Matthews.
What would give you that impression?
Adam Maxted, the star of ITV's Love Island. Here the ECW chants for Rhyno.
It's no secret, of course. Rhyno, a world-renowned superstar, an ECW world champion, a TNA world champion, a Hall of Famer. His resume speaks for himself.
It's going to be Maxted, though, who gets the first taste of what Kemper is all about. Matthews with the distraction. So annoying.
He'll take any opportunity possible to get a cheap shot in and then run away from a fight. In hockey, we call that turtling.
You call it what? Turtling?
Turtling. You disappear inside your shell as soon as a fight appears to be breaking out.
Kemper coming out of his shell here. He goes for the clothesline, but Maxted able to duck it. Leapfrog by Maxted. Kemper to the ropes, and there's a drop kick from Maxted. Kemper rolling to the outside.
And of course, this is not the debut that Kemper had in mind either. Immediately starting on the back foot and showing a bit of aggression towards Ace Matthews as well. We don't know anything about this partnership between them.
Yeah, it takes a certain amount of delusion to think you can boss around a 7-foot giant, but Matthews was trying to do it. Big shot from Kemper. Matthews found that hilarious, and now he wants the tag with Maxted compromised.
Beckoning to Rhyno. I'm sure again, wanting to keep as much distance between himself and Rhyno as possible. But now Adam Maxted giving it to Ace Matthews. And a big back body drop.
Patronizing double thumbs up to Rhyno before that happened, but he's got his thumbs up now as Adam Maxted continuing here to do a number on Matthews. And unlike Matthews, despite what he might say, Maxted actually is a former NGW champion.
These fans, they want to see Rhyno. They want to see the match that they came here to see in the first place, and now they just might get it.
Matthews Able to break the grip of Maxted and quickly cowering back to his corner to tag in Kemper.
We will see how well prepared this duo will be to take on Rhyno, of course. Rhyno had no idea that this was coming, but Kemper, I have to imagine, had this pre-planned with Ace Matthews before the show had started. He's been able to do his homework, and that might be one of the downsides of being such a world-renowned star. In the case of Rhyno, everybody can study your matches a little bit more. Everyone knows what moves you are likely to pull out of your bag of tricks. But again, the veteran advantage comes into play. Rhyno has more than enough experience to take on a young star like Kemper here in his own right.
Kemper gets sent to the ropes. The shoulder block doesn't send either man down. See how well put together Rhyno is. As wide as Ace Matthews is tall.
He absolutely is. Not going to find a much thicker boy than Rhyno in the sport of professional wrestling. Trying to knock him down, well, you might as well try and run through a brick wall.
A brick wall just ran at Kemper, knocked him down. Kemper finding out the hard way what life is like here in NGW. Rhyno, as you say, a world champion just about everywhere. He's had an incredible career. Kemper's is just getting started. And it might be short-lived if Rhyno has anything to say about it. Here comes Maxted. Adam Maxted in the crowd on side, and the double axe handle into the arm of Kemper.
Kemper has very long limbs here, and he might be able to use that to his advantage. Part of the advantage of being so tall typically comes a much longer reach. Maxted trying to take out the arms of Kemper. It's an interesting strategy when you know nothing about your opponent. You just target the limbs that he might use to his advantage.
Matthews grabbed the limb, he grabbed the leg there, and then off of that distraction, Kemper was able to get that vicious shot in on Maxted. Matthews rolling Maxted back into the lion's den.
Rhyno, of course, unhappy with the interference here from Ace Matthews, putting Maxted on the back foot.
I can't imagine that Rhyno is very happy with anything he's seen from Ace Matthews either tonight or in the build-up to tonight.
Well, I mean, who could possibly be happy with seeing any of these shenanigans from Ace Matthews as he again beckons towards Rhyno?
I'm sure his mother loves him.
Oh, I'm not so sure.
Matthews trying to pick up Maxted, and a back suplex was well delivered by Matthews. Goes to the pin. A big smile on his face as if he'd done enough to win the match, but Maxted proving him wrong.
He's egging on his opponents. I guess that's just the personality that comes with Ace Matthews, but Rhyno is not the kind of person that I would want to be taunting in the middle of a match like this.
But Matthews has a track record of constantly badgering our executive producer, Mark Labbett, for attention, to make demands, and unreasonable demands for the most part, demanding championship opportunities and whatnot. Well, Labbett's given him a championship, an opportunity rather here, against one of the biggest stars in the world in Rhyno, one of the top stars in British wrestling in Adam Maxted. So Matthews really with nothing to complain about tonight.
And even still, with an opportunity on the table to wrestle a world-renowned wrestler like Rhyno, Ace Matthews was still trying to find a way out of it. You would think you win that match, and that sets you up nicely for a world championship match, but still, no, he wants to find the easy way out and let others do the work for him.
He's 50% delusion, he's 50% self-preservation. There's part of him, I think, Ace Matthews, who knows that his body can't cash the checks that his mouth writes for him. Maxted sent into the corner here by Kemper, who continues to impress, but Maxted gets the boot up into the face. Kemper charged into the corner, no one there. Maxted goes to the ropes, ducks a clothesline from Kemper. And they both clothesline each other, and both big men go down.
This is a very interesting dynamic, of course. Both men needing to make a tag. Ace Matthews now in. And indeed, it is in his best interest to prevent Rhyno from making a tag getting into this match.
Might be critical to his continued existence to stop Rhyno from getting in there, because you can see there's a look in Rhyno's eyes. He desperately wants to get his hands on Ace Matthews. He hasn't had the chance yet, but Matthews sent to the outside by Maxted. Maxted's going to try again for the tag. Kemper's still in there though. Kemper grabbing the foot there of Maxted.
Cutting the ring in half. He pulls Maxted back to the center, trying to keep him in their half of the ring. But now an enziguri. This could be the opportunity that Maxted has needed to get Rhyno into this match.
Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Kemper went down hard. Maxted edging ever closer towards that outstretched hand of Rhyno. And Maxted, or rather Matthews I should say, taking Rhyno off the apron. Maxted couldn't make the tag, and Rhyno, even more so now, wants to get his hands on Ace Matthews. Matthews a clothesline on Maxted. Taking advantage of the chaos that he created there.
He beckons to his crowd as well. Rhyno is not somebody that you want to make mad, and if you do, you better hope that he does not tag back into this match at any point. He's seeing red. I know he's a Rhyno, but right now he looks like a bull ready to be let out of the chute, and a big drop kick from Adam Maxted.
Look at the height on that drop kick. He caught Matthews right in the face there. And another opportunity maybe for the former NGW champion to tag the man beast.
The crowd are behind him. They're willing Maxted to make the tag, and he does!
Both sides make the tag. Kemper in as well. Rhyno with the shoulder block. Rhyno, the elbow, taking down Kemper. Rhyno with the shoulder thrust here. Matthews is in. Matthews is in. Oh, and he's got caught.
Matthews and Rhyno! Matthews and Rhyno!
Do it. Hit him. Kemper came to the aid of Ace Matthews.
That's exactly what Kemper would have been paid for. He was paid to take the beating that was intended for Ace Matthews from Rhyno. And now Rhyno beckons to what all the fans would have paid to see. He's calling for it. He's calling for the GORE.
With a low blow from Matthews. Matthews, while the referee was distracted by Kemper. That's pretty much the most contact that Matthews and Rhyno have had all day. Look at him, he's delighted with himself.
In a sick sort of way, I guess he did do the most damage to Rhyno in this match, but certainly not in a way that any decent human being would want to take credit for.
Maxted with a drop kick and then launching over the top rope to take out Kemper. These two drawing around the ring.
He's starting to realize that the fight that he has in front of him may not be with Adam Maxted. It may be with the man that he just delivered a vicious low blow to.
Ace Matthews, I think, wanted to use Kemper as a human shield tonight. That shield has been removed from the equation.
And Matthews, if he wants this job done, he's going to have to do it himself. Driving the knee across the back of the neck of Rhyno, cutting off his air supply.
Matthews, even now he's in there with Rhyno, you can see that deluded part of the brain has taken over. He's convinced himself he's going to be able to win this, even without Kemper.
You have to be particularly overconfident to take time in the middle of beating down Rhyno to try and taunt him, taunt to the crowd. But Ace Matthews, the singlet's coming off. He knocks down Rhyno with a clothesline. You better keep the pressure on.
What does it mean? The straps are down. Do we get like Super Ace Matthews now? Matthews coming off the top. No one home.
No water in the pool. He staggers to his feet, as does Rhyno. They have separation.
Big trouble here. Matthews came running in. I think he saw the danger he might have been in. Rhyno, massive clothesline on Matthews. And another.
He's calling for it once again. It's one of championships the world over. It's the GORE! GORE! GORE!
Here are your winners, the team of Adam
sweet a sight it was. The gore on Ace Matthews, and has there ever been a more deserving recipient of that move?
It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy. It wasn't the match that we expected to see today, but it is the result that all the fans paid to see. It's Rhyno landing the gore and putting Ace Matthews down for the count of 3. He celebrates with Adam Maxted, who now as well is in the win column.
Well, Ace Matthews came in here claiming to be the NGW champion. That was a lie, but the actual NGW champion, Rampage Brown, is about to put the gold on the line. The leader of New Gen, Miles Kamen, gets his chance to win the title in our main event.